Hi friends, just got off work. I wanted to come on to show you a little trick. One of my good friends, Konia, wanted me to come on and show you guys how to hide your eyebrows. Halloween, of course, is tomorrow. Yay! And, you know, depending on your makeup look or whatever you're trying to do, this can actually come in handy with just a few simple items. So, first things, the items that you want to have ready when you do this are Elmer's glue stick. You want to have a translucent powder or finishing powder. You want to have the concealer of your choice that matches your skin tone. And you also want to have a sponge. Now, this process does not take very long. I'll do each eye just so that you guys can see how it looks and how this works. Oh, and also one last thing that you need a fluffy brush. Now, the fluffy brush, I'll show you how that is used in this process. Nice fluffy brush, nothing too fancy, just something to brush the powder off of. And you need a spoolie brush as well. Spoolie brush, I buy these a lot because they're convenient to have to like separate your lashes and stuff. If you don't want to have to clean your mascara brush and then do this. So these, you can get these on Amazon. They come in a huge pack of like about 100 or so, and they're pretty handy, especially if you're doing like your lash sets or if you're trying to separate your lashes prior to putting on false lashes. These are cool to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this tutorial. So first, you want to take your spoolie brush. And hi everybody, thanks for coming. I can't see any comments, so if you're making any comments, I will read them after. So gonna get started. So take your spoolie brush and you want to brush your brows up. Brush them up from the normal pattern that they usually are. Hey Sheila, I'll be able to say hi, but I won't be able to see what you guys are saying. So brush them up. So next, you want to take your glue stick. Now this is Elmer's glue stick. It is washable, and it's disappearing purple glue. So even though it's going to go on purple, it's going to dry clear. So this is washable. Just wash your face with your normal face wash, and it'll lift right up. So you want to take the glue and you want to make sure that you're pushing your eyebrows in the same direction as you brush them with the spoolie brush. I'm going to do this one. Now this works great, especially if you're going to do any clown makeup tomorrow, or if you're doing anything where you're going to draw on a brand new set of eyebrows. This is a cool trick to make your makeup look nice and even, and you won't have the bumpy areas that you would have with just your regular brows. Concealer goes on really well, and it actually flattens everything. Give us a little bit more light. Okay, so now I am going to take my powder. This powder that I usually use is from NYX. It's a HD Studio photogenic finishing powder. So this works really well because it's super thin, super fine grains. So when you're brushing it on, it doesn't cake on. So you just want to use just enough. You want to make sure that your your brows are somewhat dry, somewhat tacky, but dry at the same time. You want to take your puffy brush Put this on, tap it, because the finer the powder, the more it can get stuck in there and you'll end up using too much. Then you just want to brush brush your brows. I keep saying lashes. Brush your brows. There. So you'll let that be there. And then you want to clear your brush of any extra powder. Once that's done, as you can see, I have the powder in place. Her brows are starting to get dry. So now I'm going to take the puffy brush, same brush, and I'm just going to brush away the excess powder. So now I'm going to do the process again. Take the Elmer's glue and I'm going to put it over my brows one more time. Hi, Kristen. I can't see any comments if you're leaving any. Alright, so I'm going to let that dry for a little bit. Hey, gentlemen. Hi. Oh, I can see comments now. Word. This is awesome sauce. They must have fixed the problem. So now I'm going to let this dry for a little bit. I'm going to take some more powder and I'm going to do the same process. I'm going to brush over. Go ahead and hit the excess off. And I'm going to brush again, make sure it's tacky. Now as you can see, they almost look like they're disappearing already. So now I'm going to let that sit for a little bit, let it dry, hit my brush. And once this is completely dry, I'm going to go ahead and brush off the excess. Now on camera, it looks like I still have powder, but in person I don't, because this is a HD Studio Fix type powder. So that's why with this, you want to kind of make sure that you don't have to use too much, because when you cover with your concealer, all of that is going to be gone. So we'll do this one more time, because we really want these brows to be flat, almost gone. Yep, this is how I do my zigzag eyebrows, Kristen. Doing it one time here, just a thin layer, not that much. Let that dry. So you're going to use the Elmer's glue on your brows at least 3 times. And then you're going to powder 3 times. And then after the last powder, make sure everything is nice and dry. That's when you'll use your concealer. And the concealer that I'm using is the Color Correcting Concealer by Senegence. This stuff is the bomb. It covers everything. It's hot in here. Alright. So now I'm going to take my last set of powder. Hey, Christine! Tap off my excess. Okay, so that's what we have. That is the finished product when it comes to the initial application. So now we're going to take the color correcting concealer. So this way, I'll turn this light off so you guys can see. And I am going to take my concealer brush. And with this concealer, a little bit goes a long way. You really don't need that much. And I'm just going to start covering my brows. You see that? Completely gone. It's like I just shaved them off. Oh my God. Where are my brows? So that's one brow. And here's the other brow. I have no brows. What? All right, so now you want to take either a like a blending sponge, or you could just take one of the disposable makeup little sponges, and then you just want to just go over it and make sure that your concealer is nice and flat and it's all the way set. This is a good look, right? Right? So now, after you do that, your brows are completely covered. So then you can take your foundation, put it over it, and then do whatever makeup you're gonna do. So that, my friends, is how you cover your brows. Any questions? Since now I can see comments, this is amazing. I hope that was helpful. I did this for Konia, so hopefully she'll be able to come on and see the video later. All right. So I hope you guys have some fun Halloween costumes for tomorrow. Tomorrow I am going to work as the Mad Hatter, so I'm getting up pretty early to do my makeup. Can I do the zigzag eyebrows? Come on, man. You know how I feel about the zigzag eyebrows. That's craziness. All right, I'll just do one. Just one. All right, so let's see now. So I'm going to take... Let's see what brush I'm going to use. I'll do just one, just for Kristen, because she wants to see the zigzag eyebrows. So I'm going to take some Wonder Brow, because this stuff is pretty easy to use. Actually, first, before I do that, I am going to, where is it? I want to draw them on, and then I'll go from there. Where's my brown pencil? I can't find my brown pencil. Oh, here it is, right in front of me. Hello. Okay, so now I've already laid down my brows. They're completely gone. So now I'm going to draw in my zigzags. And it's so much easier when this is laid down to be able to draw on your face. That's one. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. Boom. Crazy looking zigzag brows. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and take the Wonder Brow, because I always use that a lot for my makeup things that I do. I'm going to, the way I use it, I don't use it straight from the brush. What I do is I take a brow brush and I just take off what I need. And I just color in. Because with the brow brush makes it a lot easier to have precise lines, and you can stay within the area that you want to go in. So that's one. And then I'm going to darken it a little bit more with just a black pencil so you can see it a little bit more. That's pretty much it. It's not much to it, even though it is not attractive. All right, zigzag brows. So now, I'm going to take the pencil, black one preferably, and I'm just going to go through right? Sexy. Yes. All right, so that's one. How you doing? All right. This looks crazy. But I did it for you, Kristen. All right, guys. So it is time for me to sign off with my zigzag brows. Hope you guys got some good use out of that little quick tip of how to hide your brows with Elmer's glue a finishing powder, and a concealer. So if there's any other little tidbits you want to know, especially, you know, coming up next Halloween, starting next year, I will be doing Halloween makeup for people. So if you are interested in getting your makeup done by me, let me know. And when it gets close, I'll start putting out feelers so that way I can start taking some appointments. All right, guys, it's time for me to go. I'll see you later. Peace out.